Welcome to Field to Feast, where we profile Louisiana and its local ingredients. This morning, we're at Tony's Seafood, where I'm going to meet up with my good friend, Yvette Bonanno. We're going to pick up some delicious shrimp, cook up some Louisiana rice, and have ourselves a great time. Come join us.
Field to Feast with Jennifer Finley is brought to you by the Louisiana Crawfish Promotion and Research Board, Louisiana Crawfish, ask before you eat, and by the Louisiana Beef Industry Council. Beef, it's what's for dinner, and by the Louisiana Rice Promotion Board. Think rice.
Charles Dupuis here at Tony's Seafood, learning all about this local Louisiana shrimp. This truly looks like Louisiana Seafood Disney World.
It kind of is. We're almost a tourist destination. We do get a lot of folks coming through that are interested in seeing Louisiana food, and it's a destination.
So talk to me about the headless shrimp.
Okay, so the headless, if you don't need the head, you're not boiling, you don't need that head for stock, well, it just, save a little money and save a little time and just go with the headless. So these are great for frying, sauteing, anything you don't want to do with them. And then a little further down, if you're just lazy, we have peeled into veins, and it just saves you a lot of time.
What's the importance of shopping locally, of buying locally, of having our fresh seafood?
Well, it goes without saying, you're going to have the best quality, you're going to get the best price. And then shopping within the season, of course, shrimp, we're out of crab season now, we're getting ready to get in crawfish season. The demand is there, the supply is there, the price is going to be lower. So if you're kind of eating that way, with Louisiana seafood, you can't go wrong.
How long have you been doing this kind of business?
Well, this kind of business since 1980. Believe it or not, I worked in bussing tables at a restaurant in 1980. And then since then, I've been in the food business ever since. Bussing tables through high school and college, went to management with Piccadilly Cafeterias for a short time, food brokerage, food sales, and started here in '94.
Do you love what you do? What's the future?
It's fun. Future's here until retirement, I imagine. So that's always something to look forward to. But I'm a cook, so it's just fun to be here when all the different cooks come in and they're talking about what I'm going to do this weekend, and I'll see somebody buying jumbo lump crab. What you doing with that? Because that's usually a special occasion. And they get to talk about, man, I'm making this dip. You won't believe how good it is. Or, I'm getting crab fingers. I'm doing that butter saute thing. And so that's just fun talking with folks. And, there's so many amazing cooks that come here because this is one of the places you can get the right ingredients.
Well, this sounds fantastic. I'm so excited that we get to start here. We're heading to Yvette Bonanno's kitchen with some of this beautiful shrimp. And we're going to have one of those recipes, so we'll have to swap recipes when I come back.
So we're going to go with the large shrimp, maybe like 3 pounds. That should be enough for us and crew.
I don't know. We'll have
maybe
to see.
some
we
friends.
might have to come back.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
I'm ready too.
Yeah,
let's go.
do.
We're back from an amazing trip to Tony's Seafood where we picked up this delicious local shrimp. Yvette, wow.
How amazing was that?
It was so fun.
Every time I go in there, I'm just like a kid in the candy store.
Well, the
I truly
fish, the shrimp, everything is so fresh.
Yeah, and I just, the shrimp is one of the things that you can cook really fast for your family. There's no time, very little prep, depending on how you want to buy the shrimp. So I'm just ready to get started.
What are we going to be doing today?
So Mardi Gras, unfortunately the parades are canceled, but people are still doing the king cakes. I thought we would do a sauteed shrimp dish with using Louisiana jasmine rice.
Yes.
And then do a Mardi Gras slaw to sit right on top.
Perfect, and perfect for the Lenten season as well.
And just kind of taking some of the fat out, but not compromising on the flavor.
That is always a win.
Okay, well, let's get started on the rice. Just because that's what's going to take about 18 minutes to cook.
Louisiana rice.
Yes.
Yes.
I love this brand. It's a jasmine rice.
Okay.
You don't have to rinse it. So it's a 2-to-1 ratio, 2 parts water, 1 part of your rice.
Why do you not have to rinse it? Because I will say I was raised where my Nana was rinse, rinse, rinse,
You know
rinse,
what?
rinse your
A
rice.
lot of the basmati rice, the different varietals of rice, some of that starch needs to be rinsed off. But this product, I've had a lot of success with it. Goes into the pot with the boiling water, and we're just going to season it. We want to season it with a little bit of salt and olive oil.
Okay. Okay, so you're putting olive oil in your rice.
Yes, and that's gonna
Very cool.
It's gonna help it just not to be sticky.
Okay.
And then we're just gonna give it a stir. We're gonna bring it kind of back up to that boil, and then we'll cut it down to a simmer and put the lid on. Forget about it. So
Next up is
now we're gonna go ahead and do the slaw.
Okay, so we've got the lemon juice, the olive oil, and what else?
So we're gonna use a local honey
Okay.
that I picked up at Red Stick Spice Company.
Perfect.
It's called Janway's, and it's local here in Baton Rouge that they're processing. They've been in business now, packaging for about 7-8 years.
It looks delicious.
And
it looks like you could just,
So we're just gonna add that honey to it.
okay.
Salt and pepper is gonna go in just to season it.
Easy, easy peasy.
And then that is the dressing. So to this, we're gonna do purple cabbage,
okay.
yellow squash, and cucumber. So we're just gonna do just a little julienne on the cabbage. And our cucumber, we're gonna use a mandolin. You can
Yes.
certainly use a knife to do it, but I find that this is a very easy, convenient tool to use.
Yes.
Just be careful. And now for the yellow squash. Make sure you're washing your vegetables. To this, we're gonna add some green onions. And we're just gonna cut them on the bias or on the angle. What we're gonna do is we'll take the shrimp,
I can help with this. You know, I've been doing this for a long time.
remove
and
the head,
Absolutely one of my favorite things to do in life is peel and defang shrimp.
and we're gonna leave the tail on.
It's like a pastime.
So now what we wanna do is put the shrimp on the paper towel.
Okay,
And what that is gonna do is just absorb a lot of that moisture.
okay,
So when we go to saute, we've got our pan that's hot.
yes.
And in French, saute actually means to jump. So hot pan, little bit of fat, food product goes in. If your shrimp are wet, it's almost like they're gonna poach. We're gonna season our shrimp top and bottom. So now to the pan, we're gonna go ahead and add the shrimp, and this is what we wanna hear.
Yes. It's always a good sound coming from the kitchen.
So we're gonna deglaze, which basically means remove all of the particulates into the sauce, into the food product.
Ooh, that looks so good.
We're gonna allow that to reduce for just 1 moment. So our rice, ready to go. So we're just gonna fluff it.
Look how pretty that is.
Oh, and if you don't mind tossing that salad
I
for
would
me, all that
love-
dressing was at the bottom
Yes.
and all of the vegetables.
Happy Mardi Gras. I feel like I should be catching beads.
And see how fast it came together. I mean, it truly, just doesn't take minutes.
This is a gorgeous dinner. That is delicious.
So much flavor. We reduced some of the calories. Of course, it's a pretty plate, but I hope you enjoyed it.
Happy Mardi Gras.
To you too. Cheers.
Here's to Louisiana fresh seafood.
Field to Feast with Jennifer Finley was brought to you by the Louisiana Crawfish Promotion and Research Board, Louisiana Crawfish, ask before you eat, and by the Louisiana Beef Industry Council, beef, it's what's for dinner, and by the Louisiana Rice Promotion Board, think rice.